Hi guys, I am back and आज हम बात करने वाले हैं about the newly released Redmi Book laptops. And when it comes to Redmi, the first thing that comes into our mind is value for money. And that is not going to change even for laptops. So when I first heard that Redmi is going to launch its new laptops in India, the first thing that came into my mind was that we are going to get better specifications at a lesser price. So with that in mind, let us get started and see if these laptops are worth your money. So Redmi has launched two variants of their laptop, which is Redmi Book 15 Pro and Redmi Book 15 E-Learning Edition. The E-Learning Edition is the less expensive model of the two. दोनों ही लैपटॉप्स ऑलमोस्ट सेम है एक्सेप्ट फॉर टू थिंग्स विच इज प्रोसेसर एंड दी स्टोरेज ऑप्शंस. Redmi Book 15 Pro में आपको Intel का 11 जनरेशन i5 प्रोसेसर मिलता है, whereas in Redmi Book 15 E-Learning Edition you get Intel 11 generation i3 processor. There is one point I would like to highlight here that Redmi Book 15 Pro में आपको H series प्रोसेसर मिलता है which is a high performance processor, and I would like to also highlight कि इस प्राइस रेंज में इवन 5-6 हजार ज्यादा की प्राइस रेंज में भी आपको डेल या HP का या किसी अदर एस्टैब्लिश्ड कंपनी का कोई भी H सीरीज i5 प्रोसेसर नहीं मिलेगा. सो आई विल गिव क्रेडिट टू Redmi फॉर दैट. The other thing which differentiates these two laptop is basically the storage options. आपको Redmi Book 15 Pro में 512 GB का NVMe SSD का ऑप्शन मिलेगा, whereas in Redmi Book 15 E-Learning Edition you will get a 256 GB SATA SSD option or a 512 GB NVMe SSD option. Obviously the price varies for both of these options. So now let us talk about the specifications which are common between both of these laptops, and we will start with the build quality. So both of these laptops come with a polycarbonate build, which is good because it comes with a brush metal finish, but at the end of the day it is still plastic. I expected more from Redmi in this domain because already MI के जो इंडिया में लैपटॉप्स आते हैं they come with a metal chassis, so that is a setback. But when it comes to keypad, it is all good. It comes with a 1.5 mm key travel, which is good I think, and उसकी feel भी अच्छी आनी चाहिए because it is a scissor type keypad. Touchpad is also large and it comes with Windows Precision driver, so I think वो भी काफी अच्छा रहेगा experience wise also. The other issue, and which is a big issue, is the screen. While Redmi has said that the laptops have a full HD screen, but they have not mentioned if the screen is an IPS panel or not. So if they have not mentioned, I guess it will be a TN panel, and which is not a very good news. If it is a TN panel, the viewing angles will be very bad. It will come with maximum of 250 nits brightness and a 45% NTSC color gamut. So the viewing experience is not going to be great on this laptop. On the camera front, both of these laptops come with a 720p HD camera, which I expect to be quite average. And obviously these cameras do not come with facial recognition support. These laptops do not even have a fingerprint scanner, which basically means that you do not get any biometric sensor to log into your laptop. But on the battery front, the situation is different. You get a 46 watt-hour battery with a 65 watt charger which supports fast charge. So you can expect somewhere around 7 hours of battery life from the i3 variant and around 5 hours of battery life from the i5 H series variant, which is quite good to be honest. On the connectivity front, you get Wi-Fi 5 and Bluetooth 5, and as we know, Wi-Fi 5 is definitely not the latest version, but this is what you get at the end of the day. But when it comes to the ports, there are almost all ports including an Ethernet port, but what is missing is the USB-C port. At around 50,000 rupees, I definitely expected a USB-C port with or without power delivery, but this is one big omission when it comes to at least the more expensive model. On the audio front, both of these laptops come with two speakers of 2 watt each with DTS audio support, which should give you good audio experience. And last but not the least, these laptops come with Windows 10 preloaded with Microsoft Office Home and Student 2019 edition, which is always good to have. So now when we are done with the basic specifications of these laptops, and before I finally tell you my verdict, my recommendation on these laptops, let us quickly look at what is good and what is bad in these laptops. So let us talk about the e-learning edition first. This laptop definitely has a good keypad, a good set of speakers, a good battery, and comes with Windows 10 and Microsoft Office pre-installed. But the major good thing about this laptop is the presence of a faster RAM. This laptop comes with a 3200 MHz RAM as opposed to 2666 MHz RAM that we see in laptops of similar price range. So now moving on to Redmi Book 15 Pro, this laptop definitely has a very good processor. In fact, you will not find this processor on laptops which cost you even around 55,000 rupees. So that is a very big pro for this laptop. The other things which are good about this laptop are the keyboard, the battery, and a good set of speakers. So now that we have discussed about the good things in these laptops, let us take a look at the things which are not really good about these laptops. And the first thing is the build quality. I definitely expected a metal build at least on Redmi Book 15 Pro, but that is not to be. The other thing which I am really concerned about is the screen quality. If that is indeed a TN panel, then the viewing experience is not going to be good. In fact, it will be bad. Also, these laptops do not come with a fingerprint scanner, they do not have a backlit keyboard, also there is no USB-C port, and they come with Wi-Fi 5 instead of Wi-Fi 6. And now the biggest issue about these laptops, and it is that you cannot upgrade either the RAM or storage on these laptops. Redmi said that you can or you may upgrade the storage of these laptops, but it is at your own risk. What that means is that you will lose your warranty and something may break. And now lastly, a few cons specific to the e-learning variant. On the 256 GB variant of this laptop, you get a SATA SSD and not an NVMe SSD. It's not that you do not get to see NVMe SSD in this price range. There are laptops from HP and other companies and they do provide NVMe SSD in this price range. The other thing is that because this version comes with an i3 processor, you will not get Intel Iris integrated GPU on this laptop. Instead, you will get an Intel UHD iGPU on this laptop, which is not really good either for gaming or other graphic intensive work. So with this in mind, I would not really recommend the e-learning edition because you get similarly loaded laptops from more established companies in this price range, and there you are more likely to get better support also. But when it comes to Redmi 15 Pro, I can recommend that laptop for people who are looking for Intel processors under 50,000 rupees because no other laptop gives you this processor in 50,000 rupee range. But there also, if you are fine with AMD processors, there are better laptops that you can go for. I will leave the links to these laptops in the description and you can check out these laptops before going for any of the Redmi laptops. So these are my views on the new laptops launched by Redmi. Please let me know your views in the comment section below, and if you do like the video, then please like and subscribe the channel. This is Arun signing off. Goodbye.